Good evening, and welcome to the HARC Can-Am Series USA Tour finale here at the Volusia Speedway Park in De Leon Springs, Florida. This .51 mile dirt oval is a fantastic facility, and it will play host to the culmination of 9 races, and it is where we will crown our champion. Titan Curtis is your pole sitter tonight. Ted Curtis, Eric Cardona, Prudence Littlejohn, and Nathan Hudson, your top 4, as we are underway for the season finale here on the dirt. Kind of an odd choice to have the finale on the dirt, but regardless, Cardona begins to surge ahead. Prudence Littlejohn makes it 3 wide for the lead, and Littlejohn on the inside gets a good run, and she will lead lap number 1. Eric Cardona running wide up into the cushion. Cardona's had a very bad year. His best finish was 9th at Blackhawk. The 23 Buick, I think he showed up with a Ford Thunderbird to the rookie race. He's been all over the place, but it's never been up front for him, as he is starting to fall back, the dirt regular. Steve McDougal needs 2nd place or to win in order to lock up the title. He is 6 points ahead of Jack Halleck, as it looks like Eric Monaco has taken the lead, the number 1 X Halmar Camaro. Monaco, also a dirt track regular. Just got some casual 4 wide going on in the back. Overhead, the number 91 car of Samet Ozkan. That's Derek Hamill, just to his outside, starting to plummet a little bit. Hamill's a local boy here. He won at Blackhawk. He's done nothing else since. Mitchell Carter's had a good year, but he hasn't won anything. The Orange Velocity Camaro, he is 17 behind Steve McDougal, racing alongside your 2-time pole sitter this year, Nathan Hudson, who won at Bristol last time out. Actually, Hudson almost won the pole at Bristol. He missed it by 1/1000th of a second to DJ Curtis. Jack Halleck, as mentioned, is 2nd in points. He doesn't really want to be back here, as we got more 4 wide going on behind him. Halleck won at Watkins Glen, 32H Daltrey Camry for the Australian. He's starting to make his way up, getting by 2 cars at a time, Trey Wright and Samet Ozkan. A lot of reshuffling going on. Number 8 has fallen back, racing with Nathan Ormond in the 3. Ormond has been Mr. Controversy this year. He's minus 20 from Steve McDougal. He's probably the last one with a decent shot. Every single driver in the field has a top 10 except for James Gibson. He almost wrecks out CVK, Cynthia Van Kloppenberg. Gibson was very fast in practice, but yeah, that is not how you do it, James. Taking another look at that, Eric Cardona also all the way to the inside. He also saved his car. Gibson's best finish is 14th this year. The Virginian Junior Motorsport team has not done well. Going on board Eric Cardona, the Taco Boys entry, as he gets into Josh King. He saves it. As mentioned, you can find Eric Cardona at his local dirt track, the Rockfish Speedway in North Carolina. The veteran Carlin Dumian, he barrel rolled 3 times and was involved in several accidents back at Bristol, yet still finished the race. Apparently, the Velvet Works racing entry is stylized after a futuristic racing mobile. Maybe they stole some of that car's fancy metals. And Nathan Ormond gets into the wall. Josh King almost gets dumped by Zayden Davidson, but he saves it. Ormond won the other dirt race this year at Batesville. It's rare to see Trey Wright this far back. Another huge save by Titan Curtis up ahead, but Wright does not save the car. He gets into the 8. Cars 12, James Shelley, and 75, James Gibson, also damaged. Aiden Shepard gets the jump on DJ Curtis and takes a spot at the line. He can't do that on the inside coming to the restart. It was only by a few thousandths, and it looks like there's more issues with the Pilot Racing Engines entry. So I don't know if HARC officials are going to do anything about that. Prudence Littlejohn took the lead a little bit before the caution. Eric Monaco challenges her and takes the spot. Monaco's a dirt track regular. He's from Ransomville, New York, where the Ransomville Speedway is. Monaco's best run this year is 2nd place. at Blackhawk Farms. That was a rain race on a road course, but perhaps there's some similarity in slipping and sliding around a dirt track with doing so at a road course. Maybe not. Oh, here comes Eric Cardona. Cardona charges his way up as Carlin Dumian goes for the lead in car number 01. Doesn't look like they're going to do anything for Aiden Shepard as DJ Curtis, speaking of which, goes skidding to the inside. It's hard to call it skidding on dirt, but yeah, he saves it and all is well. Shepard, second place at Watkins Glen was his best run. Apparently, he's picked up racing Miatas in the meantime, too. Eric Cardona takes down number 01 of Endumian, and he takes the lead in the Buick Regal, certainly sitting pretty, or princely, I guess, up front. And Eric Monaco, speaking of princes in Monaco, the other dirt regular, let's see if they can do battle. And indeed they do. The two Erics taking each other on the backstretch. They have had one run-in this year at Michigan, I believe. They got together. Didn't lead to a crash, thankfully. But now they're racing each other very cleanly on their home turf, as Eric Monaco takes the lead. Going on board the 1X as he gets into the wall. Didn't expect that out of him, but here comes Cardona, and Cardona takes it from the Monaco Dynasty entry. So Eric Monaco's going to have to hold off oncoming traffic, such as Alex Allen in car number 40, the Cookout Chevy Lumina. Tight end Curtis, despite being pole sitter, he's fallen back quite a few positions. As we got a car around, that's Eric Monaco. Monaco sitting sideways, and Nathan Orman piles into him. That's going to take both of those cars out. A lot of damage to the 1X and the 3. Monaco gets into Alex Allen while dueling for second. He skids down the track and up into the outside barriers, spins it back around, and here comes the entire cavalry. Nathan Orman's nowhere to go. That is terminal damage for both cars. That's a damn pity for both of them. Orman won the other dirt race. Despite all the carnage he's caused this year, he did have a good season. And Eric Monaco, right at home on his home surface, a bizarre mistake from the dirt expert. Right on the restart, the team red line, number 49 of Bobby Jones, blows up, and he will come to a stop in turn 2 to bring out another quick yellow. That wraps up his season. It's been a pretty good year. He did win at Jennerstown. And the hometown boy, Derek Hamill, the Glencoe Giant, he's having a pretty good run tonight. His teammate Brian Hart has been performing miracles up in the Canadian Tour with one win under his belt as well. And another miracle worker, but not tonight. On board Alexander Rowe, he gets into the 59 of Shrimp Engritz. Down the track, a lot of contact off of 4 tonight. Rowe's had a wild year, but it looks like he's going to finish it off with a whimper. That was on the restart. And also on the restart, Josh King, number 56, passes way too early on the inside. That's too much of an advantage. Shrimp Engritz not doing so well tonight. The Baton Rouge local, as Josh King gets black flagged, he heads for the pit lane. It's going to go a couple laps down, and him pulling into the pits has caused a big pack. Back up front, though, we've got a battle for the lead between Eric Cardona and Carl Endumian. Sadly, with Monaco out of the race, well, he's not going to be able to entertain the crowds anymore. That's a real shame. Cynthia Van Klompenberg. Oh, she has been everyone's darling this year. I hope Rick Pasler doesn't regret entering his ex-wife, I believe, into the series. She has no doubt learned a ton, and hey, maybe after the season wraps up, she can get a career going in dirt late models. She showed a lot of speed back at Batesville. Eric Cardona still leads. Brandon Crest takes second from the number 01. Crest partially funds the Taco Boys team. Apparently there was a falling out between these two, but sounds like everything is back to how it was. So Cresta now running second. Zayden Davidson, very good on the dirt. He almost won at Batesville, but Mr. Luckless himself, the number 9, that beautiful, beautiful grip clean entry. He's mired back in the pack. He's currently racing with Ryan Bolden. I expected a little better out of Bolden, honestly. As Alex Allen working his way up back through the field. I'm sorry, no. You can't be up here. What are you doing up here, James Gibson? You should be back in the pack. Gibson, despite front-end damage, actually running at the outside of the top 10. Not bad for the Dodge Daytona. Steve McDougal currently running 20th. It's only lap 57, so he's got plenty of time to work his way back up. And everyone's gone back and forward a lot this race. But he definitely shouldn't dawdle, because if he finished here, McDougal would lose the championship. The Perlator 711 Dodge Daytona has a rocket ship inside its engine, it seems, as Gibson out of Virginia, showing pace I've not seen at all this season. He did win the pole at Jennerstown, and he had a pretty good run going at Tri-County before he rolled the car. But besides that, it's been a nothing year for the Derek Cope throwback. So it seems he's looking to end the season on a high note rather than the brown note. Mitchell Carter currently running in 14th, and about 10th is Jack Halleck. So Halleck would be the champion if the race ended right now. 4th place in points, Nathan Orman, last car with any decent eligibility, unfortunately out of the event. As Eric Cardona has started to pull away from Carlin Dumian, number 23, the Anticipation Proclamation, Buick Regal, puts another lap on Josh King. I hope King's had a lot of fun this year, as caution's out. Andreas Allen gets into Jack Halleck, and he slides back up the track. Nowhere to go is Josh Shakuli. Cars 2 and 39 are out of the race. That ends a pretty okay year for the 2 car, but that's 3 DNFs in a row for Andreas Allen. Well, at least Alex has done well. Prudy gets a great jump on the restart and takes third place from Brandon Crasta. Josh King, of course, is a lap down, several laps down, I believe, and makes it a 2-for-1 deal on Carla Dumian. Just for some reason, I get some deja vu from that, even though I don't think the 0178 have done battle at all this year. Car number 40 of Alex Allen following in, very close behind. As James Gibson, he has a good run going into 1, and he almost makes it 4 wide. Brandon Crassa backs out of it, and there's Cynthia Van Kloppenberg in car 71, also running very well. Also in the front of the pack, Aiden Shepard, 14, and number 8 of Nathan Hudson, the Gundam Ford Mustang. Caden Morgan's also looking to end his year on a high note. He was the only retirement, I believe, at Jennerstown. He wrecked out of a very good spot at Watkins Glen and kind of got screwed over by lap traffic back at Bristol. This time he's running pretty quietly, number 04, seeking to end this season very well too. The Ozcan Motorsports, Samit Ozcan gets into DJ Curtis, and he slams the inside wall. Ozcan was Mr. Consistency earlier in the year, but he's completely fallen apart these last couple of races. Got a full flyby here, around halfway, lap 75. Several different battles going on throughout the field. It is still Eric Cardona up front, starting to put on a clinic in that Buick. Steve McDougal runs ahead of Jack Halleck now. They're running about 10th, 11th. So champion would be McDougal if the race ended right now, as we are back under caution, it looks like. We're back on board with Alexander Rowe as he gets to the tray right. They go spinning down the front stretch. Great avoidance by Chris Dodd. No one hits them, and they will continue. That Cinderella story that Alexander Rowe was having, it looks like the glass slipper has fallen off. On the restart, Cynthia Van Kloppenberg gets a great jump on Prudence Littlejohn. Official's going to take a little look into that one, but I don't know if they're going to do anything about it. I doubt it. As she takes on Carlin Dumian, overtakes Carlin Dumian, and right after the 09, and it is 3 wide behind the 8, the 78, and the 01, trying to fight for 5th. Going on board with Nathan Hudson, watching that 3 wide battle from his view. Hudson, as mentioned, he's done very, very well in qualifying this year, and he's had a decent year. Well, he's had a good year. He won at Bristol, but other than that, the results haven't really been there. And here comes Caden Morgan to his inside, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Chris Dodd's back here. Dodd is probably wishing he was doing better this year. He ended the race at Batesville by breaking open the outside wall, red flagged it on lap 119, and the race did not resume. Dodd's probably very disappointed with his pace. As Steve McDougal starting to charge his way up, and he gets into number 78, and your points leader sideways on the track. He skids up, great avoidance by tight end Curtis, and McDougal all the way at the back now. Thankfully no damage, but yeah, that's a shame for him. Under this caution, Eric Cardona, your race leader, blows up. Busted camshaft on the 23 will take him out of the race under this yellow. They threw a red flag to take care of some of the fluids put down by the 23, and the entire track dried out under the red, so you can see all the dust being kicked up now. Some of them are from safety vehicles under the yellow. Alex Allen's your leader. Second place is Caden Morgan. Third is Brandon Crasta. And I think it's CBK and James Gibson fighting for 4th. Crasta gets a good jump on number 40, and he challenges for the lead on the inside, going into 1. Side by side, the Chrysler, the Mac Tools Chrysler Procrastination entry will take the top spot. Brandon Crasta looking to bring this one home. Chris Dodd, very loose, and he has a great save. I think he got turned by someone, but camera came in too late. James Shelley up in the cushion. Steve McDougal's back here. McDougal really wants to work his way back up towards the front. That car is undamaged, but he's losing pace. Going on board with Caden Morgan. Morgan and Alex Allen are winless, and they're looking to make it 9 for 9 in first-time winners this year. Just do the math on that. I don't know. Plug it into a calculator or something. I think it would be something in the ballpark of 1 in 7,000 probability. It is about lap 100. Jack Halleck in the 32H would be the champion if the race ended right now. He's running just outside the top 10, fighting with DJ Curtis, who's had a good recovery. Also recovered very well is Zayden Davidson in the 9. James Gibson is still doing what we thought was impossible as the Junior Motorsports Dodge Daytona, the only Dodge Daytona in either HARC League, I believe. He overtakes his good friend Brandon Crasta, and he will take 2nd. Going on board with James Gibson, he goes for the lead and overtakes his fellow Virginian. This is wild. You can see the front end damage on that Dodge. But not giving up is car number 40 as he takes the lead back. Brandon Crasta making a 3-car battle. Oh wow, this is great stuff. Wild way to end the season. Got a field flyby, lap 107. Watching the entire cavalry charge their way through turns 1 and 2. At the end of the field is Chris Dodd in 88A. We're on board with Alex Allen as he duels James Gibson going into 1. Allen looking to bring home a win. He's had an excellent second half of the year. He was second place at Riverside to Audra Baranowskis, who's somewhere in the midfield right now. Speaking of Baranowskis, Nathan Hudson gets into her on lap 111, and that takes out Alexander Rowe. Very poor merge by Nathan Hudson, and officials are going to take a look into that. Never mind, they're not going to do anything because car number 8 has blown up, and that will end this season for Nathan Hudson, the Brit. As the grip clean entry, Zayden Davidson, car number 9, will overtake car number 09, Brandon Grasta. About a lap after the restart. Zane Davidson, as mentioned, very good on dirt. It seems maybe Mr. Luckless got his start in speed cars. And going for the lead, Zayden Davidson. I think he has one HARC win, and that was at Fontana in 2017. And he takes the lead. About 36 laps to go right now. As James Gibson's now stuck on the outside. It's now lap 119. He's starting to plummet his way through back through the field. Now runs 6th. Soon enough, he's going to be running 7th. Here comes CVK. CVK spinning on the track. And that will bring out another caution. It doesn't look like anyone slammed into number 71, thankfully. It's been a wild year for the Race School student. That Michigan win and a whole lot of crashes, but some good runs too. But now she gets her last lesson of the year, what it's like to feel helpless as you're broadside to traffic. Thankfully, no one slams in to the Mopar Chrysler. Coming back to the yellow, James Gibson actually makes up those 2 spots that he just lost to the 04 and the 09, so kind of a base move there. Zayden Davidson leads on the restart, 25 laps to go. It's number 78, 40, 75 taking the spot, and 09, your top 5. 6th place is 04, and that's 32, 8th, and 7th. So if the race ended now, it would be Halleck taking the titles. Halleck goes for 6th, going for 5th now, actually. Trent Bengrit stuck back here with CVK. Ryan Bolden's up the track there. James Shelley not shown a lot of pace today or this year at all. I really expected more today out of the 59. Number 75 overtakes car number 9 as Prudence Littlejohn took the lead while we weren't looking. Littlejohn and Gibson take each other on, going into 3 and 4, and it's another lead change. The Virginian, the master fabricator, who is quintessential in getting Blackhawk Farms on schedule, takes the spot. Brandon Grasta dropping like a stone. He's already towards the outside of the top 10. Stuck behind Sumit Ozkan. I don't know if Ozkan's on the lead lap. And the Virginians looking to take each other on for round 2. Alex Allen gets to the back of the 75. He hits the wall and slides up the track and takes out a 3-wide battle for 3rd. 4 of the fastest cars on the track tonight have just gotten wrecked. Just too aggressive a move that wasn't going to work. Prudence Littlejohn hard into the wall. A lot of damage to the 01. That's going to take Carl Endumian out. Also a ton of damage for number 9 of Zayden Davidson as Endumian tries to pull his way into the pits. Makes some contact there, but he will make it successfully. Yeah, I called him Mr. Luckless earlier in the race, but yeah, that sums up Zayden Davidson. A load of damage for cars number 9 and 78, but they will continue. Not a lot to the 40 and 01, of course, out. As the field jammed on the brakes to let the no longer invincible Velvetworks racing machine hit the pit lane, a couple drivers, CVK and Chris Dodd, along with Aiden Shepard, got a bunch of spots. Gibson, Morgan, Halleck, Curtis, and Derek Hamill running top 5 on the restart. Very good run by Hamill. As the laps start to tick away, Gibson trying to make it 9 for 9 in first-timers. It would also be a first-time winner if Caden Morgan brought this one home. A couple laps later, though, Alex Allen, despite the back-end damage, now running in 2nd, and Mitchell Carter running in 4th. With Halleck in 6th, there's Davidson pulling back on the track. Halleck would be the champ. Steve McDougal, this might be over for him, unfortunately. The Brinkley, Arkansas dirt late model expert has not shown a ton of pace since the spin out. He did make his way up a couple of spots, but he's since fallen back, and not a lot of funk in that trunk, sadly. He'd probably need a drastic turn of events in order to have a chance. And speaking of the devil, the racing gods, they didn't hear no bell, and it looks like we're going to have one more restart. Ryan Bolden apparently has been leaking fluid these past few laps, tries to pull in the pits, gets it to Dan Voiles, and they both go spinning up into turn 4. That brings out a very, very late yellow. It is lap 145 of 150, as it's number 75, number 40, and number 04, your top three. Caden Morgan gets the spot from Alex Allen as he tries to set up a challenge on the Dodge Daytona of James Gibson. Brandon Crasta also seeking to power his way on through. McDougal, I guess, realized that he can no longer just mess around in the back. He's actually got to get a move on, and he is getting a move on as Alexander Rowe pulls into the pits. Apparently, restart violation on his end. He's just going to park it, and Ryan Bolden's also in the pits. He's retiring car number 7, the Bolden family entry, out of the race. So a shame for both of them. Jack Halleck engages CVK in vehicular combat. Chris Dodd also has worked his way up. He got a bunch of positions when Carlin Dumian held everyone up while pitting. It actually looks like the 32H is starting to fall back a tick. Brandon Cresta puts the Mac Tools Dollar General Chrysler LeBaron into maximum overdrive, and he overtakes car number 04 of Caden Morgan and sets up number 75. He passes James Gibson, who's been the most dominant car since Eric Cardona blew up, and new leader, 09. And Brandon Crasta would pull away from both the Junior Motorsport 75 and the 04 for Cutlass Auto Works, and coming off of turns 3 and 4, Brandon Crasta will snap the first-time winner streak as he brings home the season finale here at Volusia. Excellent effort by the Californian to win this one. Mitchell Carter, unfortunately, looks to be out of it, so it's going to be between the 32H and the 83, and Jack Halleck makes one last overtake on CVK, and he will finish 6th. Meanwhile, after a very hard charge up through the field, 10th place is where Steve McDougal will finish. So Brandon Crasta takes the win. James Gibson in 2nd. Great run for Gibson. DJ Curtis actually took 3rd from Caden Morgan in the waning laps. And Alex Allen finishes 5th. Jack Halleck is 6th. Cynthia Van Klompenberg should definitely get started in dirt late models. Finishes in 7th. DJ Curtis was your hard charger today. Forgot to mention that. Mitchell Carter, Aiden Shepard, and Steve McDougal round out your top 10. Jack Halleck is your 2021 HARC USA Tour champion by 2 points over Steve McDougal. That overtake on Cynthia Van Klompenberg actually mattered. If he had finished in 7th, they would have tied on 228 points, and McDougal holds a 2nd place finish at Michigan. He would have taken the tiebreaker. That is a heartbreaker for William Duncan's team, but I think you found a real talent, William. Hang on to him. 3rd place in points, Mitchell Carter. 4th is DJ Curtis. Brandon Crasta jumps to 5th. Daniel Voiles didn't do too much this race. He finishes in 6th, the road racer. 7th is Alex Allen. 8th is Nathan Ormond. 9th, Alexander Rowe's up and down season concludes with a top 10 in points, and Trey Wright. At the butt end of the field, tight end Curtis, who finished midfield. Eric Cardona, who blew up, of course. Josh King and Derek Hamill, who actually finished pretty well. So that wraps up the 2021 HARC Can-Am Series USA Tour. We thank you for sticking with us throughout the years. HARC's going to be sunsetted after this, so we will see you shortly for a send-off race. Until then, take care.